Hi, my name is Jude Wood and I'm the Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club of Lake Tahoe. The beginning of 2022 has been quite the roller coaster for the club and our community. Unfortunately, despite all best efforts, the club could not avoid the huge spike in COVID-19 in our community, and over half of our staff tested positive or had to quarantine during January. This caused a short-term staffing crisis, and sadly the club had to close for a week until we had enough staff available to meet our safety-led staff-to-member ratios. This was extremely disappointing for us as we pride ourselves on being there for our families, but safety must always come first. Thanks to El Dorado County Health Department, a number of our staff were recently able to obtain their boosters, and along with continued safety measures at club, we are all keeping our fingers and toes crossed that we might be through the worst. Ahead of the school and club closure, we had taken a precautionary step and invited members to apply for places in a provisional full-day program. This means that in the event of another short-term school closure and the club having enough healthy staff, we will be open for full-day programming to support our essential worker families and those who are unable to work from home. However, despite the gloom of another winter dealing with COVID-19, January also had some really bright moments. The first was the major donor ribbon cutting. Although the event had to be scaled down to minimize risk, it was wonderful to be able to gather together our major donors, community members, and the construction team who have made our building possible. Sadly, Lisa Maloff was unable to join us, but Ricky Reich was a wonderful stand-in for the cutting of the ribbon and for saying a few words on her behalf. Lisa will turn 93 this month, and we wish her a very happy birthday and thank her for all the incredible good she has done in our community. While invitations to the ribbon cutting had to be limited, we do hope to host an open house in the summer, when the impact of COVID is less, and when parents, donors, and the community can come and see our amazing building and also the wonderful programs that we provide to our members. Speaking of programs, another highlight of January was the return of the hot supper at Main Site. Chef Dennis is a wonderful addition to the staff team, and his food is restaurant quality, as well as meeting all government requirements for nutrition. Judging by the number of shares on social media, there were high hopes that we had restarted the drive-through free meals that we did during the 2020 lockdown. Sadly, that is not the case, as all staff resources are focused on running club at this time. But it does mean that we are once again able to provide a free hot supper to all club members and to any child in the community who requests one. Any family who are not attending club but want a hot supper can call 530-542-0838 and ask to be included in the meal count for the day. Thanks to Bread and Broth, we also have a list of resources available in the community for any families who are experiencing food scarcity. For the rest of this month, we'll be dealing with the inevitable hope and heartbreak that Valentine's will bring. Incidentally, none of our members are allowed to date until they're at least 30, and that's a club rule. We'll be providing full-day programs during the President's Week break and bringing together the final touches on the building before we move in. Thank you to everyone who has donated to our building campaign, picked their kids up early to help with our short-term staffing crisis, and been there for each other in the past month. It takes a community to raise a child, and we are so grateful to be part of this community.